Welcome to the second episode of Film Breakdown, where Duke's obviously coming off a tough loss against Wake Forest earlier today. I thought Duke played really well. I'm not going to lie. I know Duke lost. I know people really get hung up on wins and losses, but honestly, Duke was a 2-point underdog, and I really thought Duke battled, and this was a game that felt like March Madness. High-level basketball was played in Winston-Salem today, and I'm proud of Duke's effort. And so we're going to go right into it. It's a condensed game again. It's 10 minutes long. We're going to go right into it. So right here, obviously flip, catches. It doesn't look like much here, but McCain does a really good job of just lifting to get out of the way. Him lifting makes this guy just move just a little bit more than he'd like to. So Flip has the ability to play one-on-one with Efton Reed. And he gets that shot off. It's a good look. Nice play by McCain moving off ball, too, to give Flip as much room as possible. Wake does a really good job here, just dribble handoffs. Duke's switching all handoffs here. So you see a handoff switch by Mitchell. Flips and drop coverage right here, but Flip probably needs to get a little bit closer to Efton Reed as he comes off this. Now he needs to kind of get back to the right more instead of dropping back too much, because him dropping back just a step too much leaves for a lob opportunity for Efton Reed. It's good play. Forbes is a great coach, man. Great coach. I love Steve Forbes. Duke doing what they do best, inside out. Proctor did a really good job. Proctor was phenomenal, I thought, all game. I know he had the turnover of the last possession for Duke, but really good job there. Just penetrating, getting inside three-point line to drive and kick to Caleb Foster. Really good job by Proctor there and really throughout the game. And here's Hunter Sallis. Dude, this dude is league-bound. He's league-bound. He should be projected first-round pick. I think I saw somewhere he's second-round pick projection. Bullshit. This guy can play. Look at this. Double team, right leg, right hand on the right side of the goal. That is such a tough shot, and that goes nothing but net. That is nuts. This is a pro move. Pro move and pro pace. His pace is phenomenal. Hunter Sallis is league bound. Dude is phenomenal. To set up, look at this. He's attacking Ryan Young's guy. As Ryan Young drops, Ryan Young's guy still up with Tyrese Proctor while Ryan Young's dropping. So with Ryan Young dropping, Efton Reed sees that. Efton Reed goes to Ryan Young. That leaves Filipowski wide open. Filipowski looks like he's about to shoot, but there's miscommunication by Wake. He throws it right into Proctor. Proctor, money. Good play by Duke. Good execution by Proctor from the start of that set. Now here's a play. I love this draw for McCain. Pass over from Proctor's passing to Foster. In the meantime, McCain's getting a screen by Mark Mitchell on the left side of the court. He gets clipped. The defender gets clipped. And you can tell by McCain's body that he knows it because he has a full head of steam. And the defender knows it, so he's going to try and cheat this screen. Since McCain and the defender both know the defender is toast, the defender's going to cheat it. And by cheating it, I mean he's going to, instead of going underneath the screen, underneath Ryan Young's here, instead of going underneath, he's going to go over top. So he goes over top. That fucks him. McCain knows it. Put 3 on the board. And so did the defender. The defender knew it too. Watch when he comes off of this. Watch him drop his shoulders. Sees the ball go up. Oh, fuck. And Forbes knows it. Look at Forbes on the sideline too. Watch Forbes. Forbes hands on his hips. He already knows if the ball's in the air, it's cash. Throws his hands up. That's just a great play by McCain. Great read. Duke trying to suffer the ball handler there off the pick and roll. Just great dump down, great flush. Wake Forest is talented, man. Joe Lenardi saying this team was out even like with them before this game, he had them out. There's no way. Even if they would have lost this game, Wake Forest is a tournament team. This team is loaded with talent. Guards exchanged by Duke right here, Tyrese and McCain. It's called an X out. They're Xing, and they're both coming off down screens. Mark Mitchell setting a down screen for Proctor. Phil Powell setting a down screen for McCain. See what this looks like. So they're Xing. They're crossing. X out. This is going to Proctor here. Proctor does a really good job getting in the paint right there. Very good job because Proctor's defender here gets clipped by the screen by Mitchell. Sallis tries to avoid it, but that right step gets him out of position. Him being out of position right there gives Proctor all he needs. Gets in the paint, does what he does best, finish around the rim. Good shot by Proctor. Good execution by Duke. Duke's playing really good ball, man. I know they lost, like I said, but really good ball. Hard hedge by Filipowski. I talked about this last game against Miami. Hard hedge makes Sallis at least hesitate. Mark Mitchell, phenomenal job playing 2 passes away. And Caleb Foster, great job too. Close out. That's a tough take. That's a tough take. That's good defense by Duke. Again, they just have – Wake Forest has good guard play, man. Good guard play can carry you to March and through March. And Wake Forest has that. They have it. Good attack there by Filipowski. I love when Filipowski gets a full head of steam going downhill. Little jab, gets Efton Reed to get stiff. It's one thing about Efton Reed. He fouls a lot. He's not very good moving laterally, and Filipowski's blowing by you laterally. That kind of says enough. But that little jab gets him off balance just enough. Filipowski to the rim. Good play by Flip. Like I said, aggressive Flip's good Flip. He showed me some good things. Now, Duke's in drop coverage here. I don't understand. I saw this live, and I don't really know what Caleb's doing here. He's not going to hurt you. The ball handler's not going to hurt you if you try and go under this. Instead, he tries to stay attached to go over, but he gets shot off that screen, and Filipowski's in drop coverage, and that's a recipe for disaster. That's what's going to happen. I didn't like the ball screen defense right there. And here is, let's see what we got going on here for Duke. Try and not start all the way over like I did in the first episode. So you see it, wide open look. Wake's starting to feel it. I think they went 5 for 5 in this segment. Cross screen, down screen action is what this looked like. At least a cross screen for Flip. Wish he would have went up the first time, but he should have got an and one. Still makes it. Again, the angle of the screen, maybe that's why Caleb Foster can't go underneath, but him going over top right here, like he's already out of the play. He's out of the play. And it's a 2-on-1 against Filipowski, and then Filipowski's in no man's land. And he knows it. Filipowski bites on the fake. Efton Reed, straight line drive. Duke's scrambling now. Mark Mitchell picks up the ball. Now Filipowski's got to scramble out to the hottest guy in the game today and hits a wide open 3. I don't hate that look by Flip. I just think anytime he shoots an open look, man, I think it's a good look. I just don't know how he misses as much as he does sometimes. Just he misses it. Wake, I assume, is going out and scoring right here. I'm not sure live. Yeah. So really good job by Wake Forest. High IQ play by Reed, Efton Reed. Any big that screens in transition is elite IQ. Like he's already pointing to the back. He's like, hey, swing it. I got him. Proctor watching ball. His man's calling for it. Efton Reed knows that Proctor's not seeing his man. Sets a screen, steps into it. Give me it. That's great. That's great IQ by Wake Forest right here. Just watch Efton Reed. Come this way. I got him. And he did. Dagger. That place's roof just blew off right there. Gave Wake Forest the lead 22-21, but man, I'm telling you, it was a rock fight at times, and Duke really battled. Ball screen action, Caleb Foster, great job. So he's coming off, handoff, pick and roll, whatever you want to call it. Then re-screen by Mark Mitchell. Caleb Foster does this really well, but my favorite is watching Jeremy Roach that I hope I get to see on here is snake dribbling. He's snake dribbling. He's filling out his defender, and he's cutting his defender off where his defender's on his hip the whole time. Caleb Foster is dictating what his defender is going to do in this possession, and the defender's in hell. That's what we call that. He's in hell because if he tries to fight around, it's a foul while he's shooting, and Foster's going to the line. Instead, he can't get around him. Foster knows it. Foster gets a clean look. Butter. Great play by Foster. Freshman making that type of play. McCain, ball screen, gets downhill. Kind of in trouble. Luckily, found Mark Mitchell, but I like the aggressiveness by McCain getting downhill. Duke's guard is attacking the paint. Good things normally happen. And good job by Mark Mitchell seeing that a teammate, an offensive player, was in trouble. Just a little one-on-one, old-fashioned post. Tough finish. Mark Mitchell, I mean, that's tough. Ball screen action, he rejects. Hunter Sallis, just a little step back. That's a pro. That's a pro move, man. That's a pro fucking move. Reject the ball screen. Still getting rode. Double teams coming. A little step back, creates enough space, shoot over the top of the defender. His pace is unbelievable. Offensive rebound by Jeremy Roach, nonetheless. Nice little flip to flip. 2 points for Duke. Telling you, dude, if you guys watch this game, high-level basketball on both ends of the floor by both teams. Proctor looked like he's kind of in trouble. Good patience. Finds Caleb Foster in the corner. Foster hit a big one. Doubling post. Flip makes a phenomenal read here off the double. That skip pass to Proctor is beautiful. Here he goes. He's playing at his pace. He has Flip beat right here. Flip overcompensates, and Sallis knows it. Step back. Could have been a 4-point play. Pro move. That is tough as fuck. I saw that play live, and I said, Jesus Christ. I prayed to Jesus. I was like, holy shit, this guy is special. Just, let's have this dance. It doesn't touch the rim. That kid's legit, man. Kid's legit. So fun to watch him, and I can't wait to watch him in March. They're going to make the Sweet 16. I'm telling you. Duke doubles the post. Gets the shot they wanted, but couldn't box out. Well, he gets an easy one. One-on-one. Mark Mitchell does a really good job in the post. That's great. That's really good post defense. There's not much more he could have done. And he had great post defense at the end of the game and forced a bad miss, but Duke couldn't capitalize. Okay, perfect. This is what I was talking about. You heard me compliment Caleb Foster earlier in the game about the snake dribble, having the defender on your hip. Jeremy Roach is the king of this shit. This is why I say that he reminds me of CP3 last episode. I'm not saying that he's going to be a pro like CP3. I'm just saying the way he comes off ball screen actions. He's looking back. He's immediately feeling his defender. Bump. Makes him stop. Once he makes him stop, he knows he can get to the rim because the guy can't catch back up. Gets to the cup. Just look at this full speed, man. Look at Roach, how crafty he is off the pick and roll. Just at his pace. Just, bump. To the rim, explode. That's so good. Damn, that's so good. I love that shit. Trap the post, but can't. This is the one game I don't want Duke trapping the post because Duke got burned because Roach got caught scrambling. Sallis having a career night. Hits. I'm cool with Duke trapping the post when it was Baycott and they're throwing out to Cadeau, who was a 15% three-point shooter. But this dude is a hooper, and he can shoot from three. Didn't like that. Ball screen action again. Roach has him on his hip again. On his hip again. But this time, the guy recovers, so Roach reverse pivots. Tough shot. But flips right there. But a great look by Roach coming off of that for that 15-footer. Again, one-on-one in the post. That's good defense. It's better offense. It truly is. High-level basketball being played in Winston-Salem. Double in the post. Duke gets burned. Duke scramble drill. He's already seen like 5 go in. That is not touching the rim. See, I know I might have went back a little too far. No, I didn't. We're just going to play through. We're going to play through. Dribble handoff to Roach. Roach hit some big shots, too, when Duke needed them in the second half. Kind of live with that friendly role. Efton Reed, it's not really his game. You want him and Baker are two offensive players you see shooting a shot in general, just a shot you live with. One-on-one in the post. Mitchell is going to double, but he probably shouldn't because I don't know why he's doubling that way if he's going to double because he's out of the picture. McCain should probably be outside the offensive player in the paint because his guy's wide open. Because what should have happened is Mark Mitchell should have just came back to his guy. Mark Mitchell X out. Stay. Stay with your guy, Mark Mitchell, so McCain can get outside of 11. Instead, 11 is screening McCain this whole time. McCain honestly screams himself. Dagger. Bottoms. Sallis just, the kid can hoop. Inside out is Duke's best offense to me. In my opinion, it's the highest percentage of three-pointers that go in. Love to see Filipowski just coming off of that, looking to pass. He's reading and observing the defenders right here. 4 guys are crashing. 1 guy is open. Tyrese Proctor, money. Great play by Filipowski. Big time shot by Proctor when Duke really needed it down 4. Now, right here, that's just a great spin move. That's such a good move, man. I mean, that's a pro move. 1, 2, dribble, spin, a little fadeaway to get his hand over top of the 7-footer. Great shot. Great shot. Scrambling. Big shot by Proctor. Ties the game. It's a big shot. Ball screen action here for Tyrese. Tyrese goes just a little bit too early because Ryan Young, he did foul out. I think he had 1 or 2 illegal screens, but like sometimes people want to blame the screener for illegal screens, but most of the time it's the point guard that's going too early. Proctor still is going a little too early because Ryan's not set. Luckily, they don't call it. Ryan dives, throws it to Roach. Roach mid-game. Probably should have been an and 1. It looked funky live. I guess he's fine. Thought it would swipe down and hit him, but still a big shot. Good defense by McCain. This sequence on McCain right here is so big time. McCain is so big time right here. Trying to lock up the best player on the court. Gets him to miss. He goes out and runs. Look who touches the ball besides McCain. Nobody except the bottom of the fucking net. Duke goes up 4, timeout, media. I mean, pull up, bang. Just a massive shot. Talk your shit. Talk your shit, young blood. And also right here, look at Filipowski. Watch Filipowski. Filipowski peeks right there. He's peeking to see where McCain is. Then he sees it and realizes, then he just clips the nearest defender. He clips the nearest defender who's coming to close out on McCain just enough. He bumps him. That's all the separation McCain needs. Great play by Filipowski to set up his teammate. That's not going to be an assist in the stat sheet. It's an assist to me. I saw that live, and that's a great job, just Filipowski rim running and just running through the guy in front of him. Dribble handoff. Duke's looked like it was a switch at first, but it was really just a hard hedge by Filipowski as he gets back. Tough runner. Tough runner. I mean, that's a great shot. It's good defense. Look, good defense gets scored on. Duke's hedging right here. So with Duke's hard hedge by Filipowski, Afton Reed slips this. Dribble handoff, coming to rescreen. Filipowski is coming up to hedge. Reed fills him, so Reed slips. Throws it to Reed. Post-to-post action. High-low. Bucket. Good play. Good play. Now, I talked about Caleb Foster and Jeremy Roach snaking the ball screens and having the defender on their hip. Now it's Jared McCain's turn, baby. It's Jared McCain's. Here he comes off the screen, looking for contact. Finds him. Bumps, rides him to the rim. Should have been an and 1. The pace coming off of ball screens, the Duke guards, the feel for their game and ball screen action is phenomenal, man. It's phenomenal. Like, I'm trying to tell you, this team is so talented. Looks for him, finds him. Then he has him exactly where he wants him. Tough finish. Great play by McCain. 3 times guards for Duke. 3 different guards have defenders on their hips every game. And who's the other one that I have not called out? Proctor? Yeah, Proctor does it too. Ball screen action, 2-man game, and 1. Should have been an and 1. Should have made the layup. Should have been a foul. A lot of things happened right there, but Duke still gets 2 points. 1-on-1. Just creates enough space to get that shot off, dude. That's what I'm talking about, a pro move. What do you want Proctor to do right here? Tell me, what do you want Proctor to do right here? Proctor's in him. Boom, boom. Just that. He puts that shoulder into Proctor's chest right there. Just knocks him off balance. Proctor still takes a gut shot and his hands are still up. Hands are still up. That's a pro move. The dude is like that. Ball screen action. Roach gets back. Jesus, that's filthy. Hold on. Going back a little bit so I can see this again. So this is a ball screen into a down screen. Efton Reed's now coming to set a down screen for Sallis. He catches. It's for a shot, but since Proctor is trying to recover on Sallis, he can't shoot it. So he still has Proctor beat now because Proctor's on his backside, turns into a floater. So we're going ball screen by Reed into a down screen for Sallis. Catch. It could be a shot. Instead, he splits the double, floater. Great read. So this is a nice set here because you're going to have Jared McCain running off the top. It's like a horn set, Iverson, whatever. It might be horns. Coming off, throwing the flip, and it's setting up for McCain to set the first screen for Jeremy Roach in the corner, and then Ryan Young setting the double. So there goes McCain, and there goes Ryan. In the first read, I don't know how this plays out. I'm drawing a blank, but I'm going to assume here because I've seen this play a lot. Roach is going to make the first read. He's going to curl, and then McCain's going to come off Ryan Young as well. So if Roach did not get that ball, McCain's coming off a Ryan Young screen as well. Instead, Roach gets it going downhill. Mid-range game for Jeremy Roach is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Jeremy Roach is so damn good at the mid-range game, and this is where he's so talented, all right? The guy is right here. Like, that is a contest. But what makes Jeremy Roach so special and where I see the CP3 in him is he's a small guard, but he fades. Him fading away against a taller defender gets that ball over the defender's hand, and it goes in every time. His little fadeaway creates just enough space to where the defender can't reach. And he's done that all 4 years. Special player for Duke. Again, gets the guy on his hip and one. Gets the defender on his hip and pick and roll and one. Nobody can guard Duke and pick and roll. Nobody can guard Duke's guards and pick and roll. I'm telling you. On his hip, get downhill. And one. Body contact. Tough take. And then there goes Wake Forest. Does the same shit that Duke just did. Because their guards are talented. Ball screen, Proctor on the outside of his hip. So that makes Mark Mitchell, remember I talked about the sucker hole last episode. You know what the sucker hole is? It's where Mark Mitchell is. Mark Mitchell is fucked right here because he took one step too close into the driving offensive player. So now his guy in the corner is going to be wide open for a three. Mark Mitchell was a victim of the sucker hole. That shit sucks, but that shit happens. That's basketball. Now, Duke goes zone. I saw people complaining about Shire going zone. So, context, Flip just picked up his fourth before this. Ryan Young fouled out. And Wake Forest is shooting 63% from the field. So, clearly, man's not working either because you're getting cooked. Getting cooked. The only reason people are mad is because Mark Mitchell overplays that and his guy hits a corner three and people were tired of seeing wide open threes by Wake Forest. But that was the only possession Duke went zone. Duke was getting cooked man-to-man, and so they had to make the right play. They had to make some type of adjustment to not get fouled out with 4:20 to go and trying to get one stop without fouling. Mark Mitchell just should not have went that low. That's what happens. That's what happens. All right, so what it is McCain setting a flare screen, some sort of screen for Proctor. Proctor's going all the way through. Proctor's just cutting through because he's a decoy. He's not a part of this play. It just looks like McCain was setting up Proctor. It's not the case. Proctor's running to the corner. What that does is clear off the whole backside of the floor for McCain to have all this room if he wants to shoot this shot. Great screen by Mark Mitchell. Gives him just enough space. McCain, he just needs an inch, and he's going to hit a three every time. And then I love that shit from McCain. Like, people see him post TikToks. He's all lovey-dovey. Everybody loves McCain, thinks he's soft because he paints his nails and does cool, funny TikTok dances, whatever. Basketball McCain talks his fucking shit. Talk your shit to the front row, McCain. You're fucking like that. Look at him, just still jawing going down the court. Like that. The dude's a dog. Good block by Mark Mitchell on the dribble handoff. Or that was actually off of Wake Forest. I thought Mark Mitchell blocked it at first, but yeah, dude just lost it. It's a 3-point game, turns into a 5-point game with 2:30 to go when Duke should have had the ball. I'm not making excuses. That just happened. That really happened. Duke lost this game. Wake Forest is really good. And you can't let that shit happen out of a baseline out of bounds on defense in crunch time. Cannot let that happen. All right, so now it really is crunch time. Jeremy Roach. Roach has been the most clutch player for Duke in his time at Duke. He's had some multiple big shots. He immediately loses the ball right here, and it turns into a turnover. Just right there, just lost it. He didn't even get picked. He just lost it. Wake Forest goes down, scores a layup, 2-possession game. Duke's down 5. Great read, Flip. You got to hit that. And you do hit that. That's a big shot. They took out the Efton Reed lob or whatever Wake Forest did, and then Duke loses at Wake Forest 83-79. What I saw from Duke, I don't care about the loss. I really don't. I thought Duke played high-level basketball, high-level March Madness basketball in February. Duke's playing still. I will still die on the hill. Duke's playing their best basketball of the season right now. I don't care about the loss against Wake. Shout out to Wake Forest. They're very good. I don't know if Duke's going to lose another game in this season, going into the Carolina game. It's not really going out on a limb, but I think Duke can win the rest of the regular season, including the UNC game, and then we'll see what happens in the ACC tournament. But this Duke team, I like them a lot. I really like them a lot, and I can't wait to see the way they close this season. So that about does it. This was the second episode of a video breakdown, a film breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just please like and subscribe if you do enjoy it, and I'll see you after the Duke's next game.